Hello everyone, my name is Srijit Kunil. I'm the director of Pravasi Tax. Today we are going to discuss an interesting topic and also a very popular topic. Is it possible for an NRI to reduce the 20% TDS rate when an NRI sell a property in India? As you all know, when a non-resident sell a property in India, the TDS rate is actually 20%, not 1%. 1% of lower rate of TDS applicable only in the case of seller is a resident. Correct. In our previous video, we discussed this 20% TDS apply on the capital gain portion and the 1% TDS rate when a resident seller, the 1% TDS rate apply on the sale portion. Correct. So in the same video, we also mentioned a non-resident is supposed to follow certain procedures and certain application need to be filed with the income tax department to reduce this 20% TDS rates. Otherwise, this whole 20% apply on the sale value. Before addressing this particular procedure, you all need to understand one background. Early days, because I was doing practice last 24 years. So before those days, the bigger concern is especially on a non-resident property sales, who determine this capital gain portion. Because under the income tax law, the TDS applicable when a non-resident is selling always only on the capital gain portion. That's a profit portion. It's not on the whole sale value. So the bigger concern is whether is it buyer or is it a seller or is it the tax department who actually determined this particular capital gain portion was a concern with the many case laws. Later, the CBDT brought a detailed circular by referring that whenever a non-resident is selling a property, it's always by the income tax department determine this capital gain portion, not by the buyer, not by the seller. It's always by income tax department. Under section 195(2), buyer can approach the income tax department. Under section 197, the seller can approach the income tax department to arrive the lower deduction certificate, and accordingly you can apply the 20% TDS on that particular value. From a practical perspective, I always recommend better the seller go to the income tax department under section 197. You give an application for a lower deduction certificate. Within 30 days, the tax department will give you a lower deduction certificates. Whenever you are planning to do any real estate transactions, especially from a seller side, it is always recommendable at least you budget at least 60 to 90 days before the date of transfer, so that you have ample time to prepare this application also. You can wait at least 30 days to get the lower deduction certificate from the income tax department. I will tell you with my practical experience, a significant cash flow savings will be there when you approach the income tax department, because we have seen many cases. Especially, I will tell you, whenever you are planning to sell any flat or a villa, there is always a chance that you will have a capital loss scenario because of the indexed cost of acquisitions. So it is an opportunity. It is actually an opportunity for the taxpayers, especially for the non-resident parties. Whenever you are selling a property in India, please do approach the income tax department. They will give you a lower deduction certificate, and with that lower deduction certificate, you can smoothly complete the transaction on a lower tax cost. Hope this particular video is useful for NRIs, especially those NRIs planning to sell a property. And please do subscribe our Pravasi Tax channel. We will release more and more very similar interesting videos for NRIs community. Thank you so much.